In this tutorial, we are going to update that contact page that we created earlier, which just looks really boring. 2 lines of text and no contact form. So what we need to do is install a plugin, and a plugin is just a little bit of code that adds some advanced features. You type, obviously you go to the plugins and choose add new, and then we are going to search for contact form 7. Okay, and install now. Then click activate plugin. And now your contact form is installed. Make sure that the plugin is activated, otherwise you will not find an additional feature on the left here, which is contact. And then we'll go to contact forms. We'll just go to add new. Actually, there's already a default one. Let's go back to contact forms. There's a default contact form that gets created once you do the installation. And just for demonstration, we're just going to use this as it is. So copy this shortcode. If you look down here below, the form is going to be constructed with requesting the user for their name, email, subject, message, and then just a button to submit. So we copy that and we'll move over to our contact page. And you don't have to be in the text view this time. You can just paste it in the visual editor. Right click and paste. Click update. Now the form as is will show up, but it's not functional at the moment. So the form, this is what the form looks like. It needs to be, we need to set the mail settings. So the tab right next to form is mail, and we're going to choose, let's see, info at makingyourfirstblog.com, and we'll do the same. We'll copy that, paste that here, info at makingyourfirstblog.com. The subject will just be the subject that the user chooses. The message body will be, this is what you would receive. So it would be constructed like this: the from, the name of the person, the subject, and then the message body, which is what they typed in. And then this is just text at the bottom to tell you what the source of this email was. Alright, so I'm going to save this, and then let's go and test it. Let's refresh this. Go down your name. Let's just type Peter at. Actually, I have my iPage hosting open here. I've got an email address that I created, Johnny at makingyourfirstblog.com. I'm going to open this guy up. Let's choose view webmail. And this is where the email should, actually info is where the email should be. I'm sorry, info at makingyourfirstblog. So let's view that. Okay, this is an old one. Alright, so let's just say Peter Pan. Email is going to be Peter Pan at subject testing. Let's test message. Alright, and let's hit send. Your message was sent successfully, thanks. By the way, this is also customizable, so if you want to change this, there's a easy way to do it. Alright, and here it is, from Peter Pan. Time. Let's open up the email, and there we go. The formatting of this can be changed also, because I don't quite like the way this is formatted. But performs the function that it's supposed to. Here's the message body, this is a test, and then your subject line, test, with the name. Now you can also add a few additional fields, like in the form section you'd see there's a list of buttons at the top here. Wherever you place your cursor, let's say you don't want to have subject line, and let's just make the subject be, actually let's change that. Yeah, let's delete subject, just say new lead. Email, let's clean this up a little bit. Full name, email address, and you can just put a star instead of required if you choose. Some people prefer the more minimalistic approach. The submit button, and then we were going to add, we took out the subject line, so all they would need to do is their full name, their email address, and let's assume that we want to add a phone number. So we'll just recreate what was there before, and let's add phone, colon, and this is going to be required. So you can just type this exactly the way that I've got it here. This is just HTML code, and really basic. You don't have to memorize any of this. In fact, if you forget, just copy and paste one of these and just delete what's inside or between the p tags, and you should be good to go. Now we need to add, for the phone number, we need to add a field, telephone, right? And we'll call this phone number. Like, let's keep the convention phone dash number. It's a required field, so check that box. The default value doesn't use a default value really. And let's just insert tag. And now you've got tel with a star, which means it's required, phone number, and let's see, mail. We'll keep everything here the same, except I will just do client name, potential client name, and we'll just put your name, email, just put your email, subject. Actually just remove this and just say new lead. And then let's go to message body. Okay, I'm just going to remove what's in the subject line. We'll say just add a new lead in there. And let's say this lead was generated from, and then just the domain name. Message. It's just a little bit of cleanup. It doesn't have to be this way. We also need to get the guy's phone number. And phone number was phone-number, if you can remember correctly, from the form. So, let's see, I believe that's it. Let's save this. And if you forget, or if you don't know what the actual shortcode is, just look at the top here. in the following fields you can use these mail tags, and here's the tag for phone number, so you can just insert it by copying that and just pasting it in here if you forget. So that's it. Let's go to the contact form and let's reload and try this again. Okay, so you notice now there's a phone field. This is just a new lead. Actually, why did we put copy in there? We should probably not have that in there. Let's just delete that. There's no reason to have that in there. Save. And let's reload. Okay, that looks a little cleaner. Right, new name, Johnny. There you go. Let's see, email address is going to be Johnny B. And let's do phone number 202. Message. This is a test. Let's hit send. Message was sent successfully. Let's go back and check the inbox. And there we go, Johnny Bago. So this looks a little cleaner, right? Client name, his email address, phone number, and then the message. This is a test. And then you can also know where this lead was generated from. I put this, write this extra text in here in case you have a lot of different forms. You can, sort the forms or sort your email, shove them in different folders based on text that's inside the email. So that's the reason that I do it. You can get a lot more sophisticated and a lot more fancy, but this is just basic intro, guys, how to get the form on your page and how to get it to work. So you can have this on your contact page. In future videos, we will go into a lot more detail in setting customization of this form, of this contact form. But play around with it. You can't break anything. There's a lot of fields here that you can add. There's text area, which is basically just the message area. You've got a drop-down menu, you've got checkboxes and radio buttons. So experiment with them, play with them, and you can really, this is a very flexible plugin, and it's free. So the only thing that I would suggest, if you want the form to kind of fit in with your site a little bit more, if you've got a nice theme, then you might need to spend some money maybe getting someone to customize your form, the style, so that it fits and meshes with your site design. But other than that, this is a pretty handy form. Does the job, and yep, there you go. So before I go, I did want to mention one last thing. Under the message settings, I did mention this earlier. This is the successful message that was sent, and then this is the response, or that gets printed out on the screen, as you can see here. So this is where you would customize this message, is right here. So just delete this and change it to whatever you want. As with all the other error messages and success messages, you can change them to suit your own preferences. Alright guys, if this was helpful, please like and share. Thank you.